Okay guys, I'm back, and we're going to put a little resin on this little painting because I think this one really calls for resin. So what I did do is warm up the resin just a little bit to make it a little bit more fluid. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Here we go. I think that's enough stirring. It's a Mastercast 121. That's the one I'm using. And you can buy it if you're in the USA. Resin Obsession sells it. Okay, this little canvas is 24 by 16. And I'm using 50 milliliters of resin. And I hope it's enough. In a little bit I'll spread it over. Oh, can you hear the fireworks? That's crazy, isn't it? It's like living in a war zone. That's what it is. Oh, I'm laughing, but I'm not happy. Okay. So, oops, already going over the side there. We don't need that because we want it to be nice and smooth. There we go. And in a bit I'll just use my fingers. Yeah, this is the last video I'm gonna do today because you don't need that, all that in the background. That's ridiculous. Okie dokie. Yeah, I thought I'd done a good job about just guessing how much I need, and as you can see, it's enough for the canvas because you don't want it to you know, have too much going over the sides. You do want the sides covered, but you don't want all the drips on the paper. And before I started mixing the resin, I already made sure I have my little tent set up because we don't want dust and stuff to be on the surface of this, because that doesn't make for a nice nice thing. See how the colors are now all very, very intense? That's something that resin does well. Just want to have a smooth side that everything is covered in resin. There are only a few drops on the table, so we want to make sure that it is totally covered. Here's a little bit. Ew, I need a little bit more. Oops, there we go. Just a tiny bit to go over the side a little, where I can feel that there's not enough on it. That is totally covered. I can feel how smooth that is. Here's a little bit. Here needs a little bit more. Okay, I think we're ready. Now torch it to get rid of the little bubbles. There the bubbles go. And the glitter is coming out really nicely. And I see a little spot there that needs a little bit more. Right there. So we're gonna give that a little squirt. Warm it up so it, wow, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. Wow, I wish I could show you. I think I can. Let's just leave it here for a bit. Just make sure that I got the whole thing covered. Oh, and there's a little bit I didn't have covered. Always good to double check the sides because there's no light falling on it, and you have to do it with your finger. If it's nice and smooth, it's covered, and where it's not covered enough, you'll feel that there's a a sort of a traction when you go along it with the finger. You feel traction, and that's a sign that there's not enough resin on it. But this is wow. I'm so glad I put resin on top of it. Another little torchy poo. Oops. Still see the little bubbles doing its thing. But the glitter is coming out really nice. As you can see that I put the glitter on these little fingers there, and I put it along here the sides. It is awesome. So I'm really happy with this. I'm going to put this one away. I did tape the bottom. Can you see it? How beautiful that is? That is really pretty. Okay, I want to still chat up a little bit of this video. I know people don't like it, but that's why I do it. I'm in a real mood today. So these things, let me get off these sticky gloves. I bought two types of, these are from wish.com. These are silicone cups. And I know you've been asking a lot about them, but these are very cheap, I think $2 a piece. And they are perfect for resin, because once this hardens up, all you have to do is do this with the cup and it all comes out. So these are really nice. They have a little measuring thing on the side. Not sure if you can see that. And then you have these, which will also work for resin, but they are much sturdier and you can't really, you know, punch them in. And these are, I got 6 of these for $2, I think. Yep. But this is 100 milliliters. So the good thing about this is that, can you see how all the powder from the gloves get on your fingers? That is really ugly. These cups are also 100 milliliters, but these would be really nice to pour out of. See that? That is really a nice little, very pointy spout. So you can really do some pouring with that, which we might do tomorrow. I have tomorrow off, so you'll get a video tomorrow, at least one. But of course the fireworks are going to be more intense tomorrow because it's the last day of the year. Another thing I just found online, and I was on YouTube, but it's been there for a long time, only I've never heard of it. And that is, how do you call it? When you knead something, you know, like dough. This is graphite. It's a ball of graphite, and you can just do things on paper with it. I am going to buy that stuff. That is awesome. It's not that expensive, around about €7 for a big ball of graphite. And it's sort of like clay, but it's also graphite. So if you put it on white paper and you roll it around, it leaves these marks. So I'm going to buy that. And there'll be a lot of videos about that coming up soon. And another thing I thought about doing tomorrow is putting my drone up in the air at 12 o'clock at midnight when they do the intense fireworks. So, but I'm not sure because you can't see it when they do the fireworks because there's so much going on in the sky that I won't be able to see the little lights of my drone, and I'm afraid that I might not get it back. And that's the expensive drone, so I don't want to lose it. But maybe I'll test it out tomorrow morning, and then if it works, then I'll do it at midnight and show you all the fireworks. Okay, guys? I love you all to pieces. As usual, I'm going to clean up my little studio here, and oh no, I still want to show you the watercolor papers. Because they're almost dry. And I'm not, can you see how intense it is? Let's see. Yeah, a little bit, but I promise you, in real life, it's even more intense than I see here on the monitor. This is the pink one. the blue and green one and the other colored one. And so please let me know if you want some of those little hearts to doodle on, and let me know in the comments. And if that's something that some people are willing or want to buy, I'll put them on my shop, and then those I can send to all over the world, no problem. So, love you all to pieces, as usual. And signing off for today, I'm gonna go cuddle with my little dog on the couch. Found a new series I haven't watched yet, TV show thing. It's called Killing Eve. And Eve is the doctor that played in Grey's Anatomy, the Chinese one. Yes. I don't remember her name, but and the first 2-3 episodes are pretty boring, but then it starts to pick up and it's a really cool series. So I'll be watching that this afternoon. Love you all to pieces. Have a beautiful, lovely Sunday. And tomorrow before midnight, oh, but then it'll be 2019 in Australia, I guess, because you guys are first. I'm going to wish you all a happy, and especially a healthy 2019. Health is the most important thing. Then comes the happiness. Yes, because when you're healthy, you can always get happiness. But if you have happiness and you're not healthy, that is something different. And I know you guys know what I mean. So love you all to pieces. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.